Welcome back to Bravo Mazel Mash, brought to you by S.W.O.R.D, the Superior World of Reality Discussion. I'm Shannon.
And I'm Daniel.
So, well, first of all, what happened to Cha-Cha?
I don't know.
Was that really the finale last week?
I don't know. They said next time, I think.
Maybe they just skipped a week. Because they didn't have a new episode on this week. So that was weird. Yeah, so I don't know what's up with that.
Anyway, it's a celebration for her.
Yeah! No, Cha-Cha! Cha-Cha! I don't know why they can't, enunciate the last in that word, but whatever. Drive me crazy. Did I make it crazy? All right, so you want to start with Vanderpump?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we saw a return of Stassi. Yay.
You don't really like her that much, do you?
Well, I never liked her. She was so whiny and, self-centered and...
It's my birthday party!
Yeah, it's like, can't stand that shit. Like, what adult does that? But,
Vanderpump Rules Review
brought to you by Shannon. Shut up! He's not Jax Jr. I hate you. Just because he has sunglasses doesn't make him... Ew. I would kill him first, okay? My child would not turn into a Jax, or I would lock him in prison and let him get gangbanged by Mr. Molly. Okay? It's not happening. But if you went on the Bravo Now app, you'd see that the S.W.O.R.D gang, the gang from S.W.O.R D, brought Stassi on vacation. They're hanging out with her again, apparently.
Yay!
I've lost what little respect I had. I mean, what the hell? It doesn't make sense to me.
Wait, what does that hat say?
Dime piece? Kristen's hat looked a little familiar since Stassi was also spotted wearing one. Yeah, see, it's all the gang from S.W.O.R D. They all went skiing. If I lived in California, my ass wouldn't be going skiing. I'd be at the beach. I don't get it. We went to Sundance. Like where the film festival is, of course.
Where's that?
Colorado.
Oh.
Oh, here's a picture of all of them.
Oh, God.
I don't understand, well, I mean, I guess I do. I mean, I assume that S.W.O.R D must have a lot more waiters than are on the show, but, this picture of them going to Sundance, Colorado, has, God, got 25 people in it. I mean, who's left to run the restaurants?
Lisa.
Yeah, she's gonna serve anybody? I don't think so, Scooter. I think she'd set off the fire alarms before she would do that.
Probably anyone that doesn't go.
But I don't see any Lala.
Let me see that.
Wait, get your hands off. I'm looking. It's hard because it's a black and white and it's tiny.
Can you zoom in?
No. Yeah, no Lala. Kristen is there.
What about James? Do you see him there?
With that guy that she was on the date with. What was that guy's name?
Kevin.
Kevin?
The Jax lookalike?
But she's sitting right next to Ariana.
What?
The front row.
Oh my God.
Say what now?
Yeah, that's weird.
Is there a time zone, a time warp in Sundance, Colorado? Come here. There's marijuana in the water and makes you happy and love everyone.
I don't see James in there.
No James.
No Lala.
No Lala. Not surprising. But that kind of looks like Jax's ex-girlfriend, Brittany. He's not with her anymore. Doesn't that look like Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Yeah.
But they broke up. Maybe she stayed in LA. I mean, she's got the new boobs now. Jack's paid for them. Ew. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. So okay. I don't know if I should discuss it with you because it's weird, but
Yeah.
The whole fiance thing where they haven't been getting it on. I don't understand why she's not it's not speaking well for your marriage because it only goes downhill once you're married. You know? Come on now. It doesn't make no sense.
Well, it might not have been the right time.
Yeah. Katie Maloney wrote on Twitter, guys, I need help. I can't find anywhere that says how much sex you need to have in order for you to be in a happy relationship. I have actually read articles, psychological articles that stated couples who have sex like twice a week are supposed to be like much more content and happy, not to mention skinnier, than couples who don't. I don't know a single married couple who does it that often, but
twice a week.
That's a lot. I mean, you gotta consider you're tired. What happens when you have kids? I mean, shoot. My youngest is 11, and it took us like 5 years to teach him to sleep in his own bed because every night by like 3 a.m. he'd be crawling into our bed, and he wouldn't even like wake us up. He would kind of stalk around like a gremlin by our bed, and I would like roll over, and I'm a kind of light sleeper, so I'd open my eyes, and there'd just be like this face peeking up over the bed because he knew if his father woke up and caught him, he'd get kicked out of the room. So he'd peek up over the bed, and I'd be like, ah, oh my God. Can I sleep with you? I'm like, no, go away. You scared me. You're a jerk. So yeah, it only gets downhill from here, Miss Katie Maloney. Most people, when they get engaged first, are like, woohoo, you're getting lucky tonight. You know, I mean, they like, Tom joked he and Katie would go so far as to make a live sex tape just to prove that they could get it on. And Katie, another Twitter was, luckily I have a personality and deeper connection with Tom and don't have to make up for anything with sex. I'm beginning to think Tom might suck at sex. Like, badly.
What makes you think that?
Because I don't know of any engaged couples who are like, we don't need sex. We have a deeper connection. No, most engaged couples are banging a lot, and then they get married, and jobs and kids and slow them down. Or he's in denial and playing for the wrong team. That I would totally believe as well, that he might be, hitting for the other team. But I don't know. I don't know. What do you think of Jax getting arrested?
No. Why did he even do it?
I know. I mean, it seems like they all have a lot of money, so $300 pair of sunglasses shouldn't be
that too much that money for them.
Not to mention when the bail was $11,000. That kind of
Yeah.
Says Jax Jr. What is your opinion on Jax getting arrested?
I am getting sick of this new nickname.
Daniel's never been one for a nickname. I mean, have you never noticed the fact that we call him Daniel rather than Danny or Dan or DJ or anything else? Because he used to be young, he'd be like, my name is Daniel. I don't get it. He says he was drunk and he just like stumbled into. But first of all, why wasn't anybody with him?
And then why did he remember it? Most people who get that.
Well, yeah, you would think if he was that drunk, he wouldn't. But some people remember everything, no matter how stupid drunk they get. Some people don't. Some people don't remember anything once they get past a certain point, but It all depends. But Well, I don't, Jasper.
Come here, boy.
Jasper, come here. I don't. Oh, you're an idiot. He just headbutts into the couch all the time. I'm gonna. And he crashes. You're such a blonde idiot, but we love you anyway.
The business is like, what about me?
I don't understand why he was alone when they were all drinking together. Like, why did he end up at the store by himself? Like, that seems weird to me. You would think that he would have been with his girlfriend at least, or one of the guys or something. I mean, it was 14 people on the gosh dang trip.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking it wasn't that because of that reason. Because when they were all drinking, they were all together. I think he just wanted to steal the sunglasses and he got caught and he's like, oh shit, I was drunk. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah.
But I wonder, did he have to go all the way back to Hawaii to go to court?
Well, didn't he get bailed?
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean that means you have to wait for your trial. Bail just means you don't have to sit in jail until your trial, which is months away. He pled no contest, so I don't know if he just didn't go back to Hawaii for the trial and had a lawyer there represent him and say he was pleading no contest, or if he had to fly back in, or if he could teleconference for his.
I do not know.
I don't understand. Like, what happened? I mean, you gotta worry about these things in tourist heavy places, places like Hawaii or even parts of California are huge into tourism, but that means a large population is moving in and out quickly and may not stay. So what do you do when they commit a crime? I mean, his was a felony, so you'd think that they wouldn't have let him leave the state. But they did, so I don't know.
Mm.
But clearly he's not serving any jail time for it.
Nope.
What did they say?
I have no idea.
Well, I had to think about it. We did have a thing. I don't know where it went to.
Doesn't this thing get updated?
Jack reflects on his arrest. His arrest is now behind him. He sold value of $300. He was later charged with theft in the second degree and entered a no contest plea.
So no jail time?
They paid the $11,000 in order to get him out of jail in order to go back to LA. So that maybe his jail was a lot higher because he had to leave the state.
Right.
I don't know. But all history, he says, looking back, Jack admits the whole thing wasn't his proudest. Obviously, I made some choices that I wish I wouldn't have made. I kind of needed to be knocked down a little bit. My ego was getting a little out of control. I was drinking a little bit too much, and I kind of felt like I was a little bit untouchable. And it was just very wrong what I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I apologize to everybody. Yeah. He says now he's been humbled by the experience. Don't choke on your water.
Why were you just going to say that?
Because Jack's humbled by anything. I'm pretty sure nothing would humble him. Or it might momentarily humble him, but I doubt anything would make him be humble for very long. It's just not in his nature.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm kind of bummed, though, that I thought the Lisa Stassi confrontation was going to be today. I thought from the way it looked with her walking down the hallway with the wine bottle and everything, and then all it kept saying, was, "You hate me, Lisa." Like, I thought that was going to be today, or not today, but when it was on. I was so mad. Like, I was disappointed that we got to see her hanging out with loser ass Kristen.
Knowing them, they're probably gonna put it to the end of the season.
Well, it's supposed to be next week.
What?
The Lisa Stassi thing.
You sure about that this time?
No. But the way that next time on Night Above Rules, it looked like maybe it was this coming week. But I don't know. It's weird. What do you think of the whole Ariana Stassi, not Stassi, Sheena battle royale?
Get over it already.
I don't really get it. Ariana, you know, I love Ariana and Tom together. Well, I can't say that. I love Ariana and Tom more than I liked Tom and Kristen. But I don't really get why she's so mad at Sheena.
Oh.
Because here's the thing, in my opinion, people get most angry when somebody describes personality traits. They get most angry when a part of them knows it's true. And a part of them is going, how dare you bring that out into the open? If it's completely not true, you're like, that's ridiculous. I mean, that just shows how stupid you are to think that, you know? Like, oh, Shannon, you're so shy and weak. Somebody got me with it, I'd be like, oh, no, I'm never talking to you again. You're so mean. I'd be like, dude, you're a retard. Like, clearly you don't know me. You know, like, it wouldn't, I mean, come on. So if somebody calls you arrogant and you're not arrogant, it doesn't make you upset. But if somebody calls you or your boyfriend arrogant, and a part of you knows that that's a bad personality trait that they can often show, you might get angry to be like, dude, could you not, why do you gotta talk about that? And that's what you get mad.
Well, Sheena did text Ariana's mom about it.
Ariana's mom sent Sheena a text asking, is Ariana happy because she seems different? And Sheena just said, you know what, she is acting different. Since she's been with Tom, they're kind of insular. You know what, that's what happens when people get into a committed relationship. Sometimes they suck into each other, and all the people around them, friends and family, kind of get pushed away. Because you're not you anymore, you're a unit. You're part of a couple. And you don't want to leave that person. It's kind of juvenile, but you don't want to leave that person, and you don't want to do anything by yourself. And that's the worst thing you can do, because the first thing that's going to make a couple fail is when you realize a part of who you are is missing because you let it fall along the way. I mean, it's easy to fall into the trap of like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. You want to come too? Like, I don't get that. Like, ew. No. I'd kick a guy in the balls if he ever wanted to follow me to the bathroom. But a lot of people do it. Like, I did it with my first husband because we started dating when I was in high school. But I had a lot of best friends, a lot of people I hung out with all the time. And when he and I started dating, I didn't really hang out with them very often because I was with him every day. And I think that's what happened with Tom and Ariana. They just became so much about each other that they neglected other people. And those other people can get upset and start seeing things in you that they don't like just because they feel neglected. And I think that's what happened with Ariana and Sheena. But when Sheena's asked by Ariana's mom, like, well, what's going on? What's she supposed to do? Oh, nothing. Like, I can kind of see where Sheena, being the I can't keep a secret to myself for anything person, would completely overshare rather than just say, you know what, I think she's just in this relationship thing with Tom and is kind of pushing people away. You know, Sheena overshares everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But look at Sheena got upset at Shay for getting drunk.
Come on.
A drug addict getting drunk?
Ooh.
Not showing restraint?
Who would be surprised that Jay would be drunk in Hawaii?
He's an addict.
Still.
If you're a drug addict, you don't start drinking alcohol because you're going to start using that as your crutch. Can some drug addicts switch to drinking a little alcohol just socially? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
Not without help.
I know that from experience in my family, where people who were addicts and they were like, well, I'm not a drug addict anymore, but they're pounding back the beers every day like it's water, and it takes them years to realize that they're a full-blown alcoholic because they switched from one addiction to another. You got to either go, clean or go home. And Sheena's living in La La Land if she thinks it's going to be
La La
different.
Land.
Ew, why do you have to go there?
Hey, you're the one who said it.
It's a phrase. I didn't mean that, skanky ho lala. Who's now upset that everyone thinks she's a hoe when she is a hoe.
Yeah.
Although I must say I cracked up hearing about, little DJ boy, pretty boy's whiskey dick.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Means he can't get an erection because he was too drunk. So he couldn't have sex with Lala the one time she said that he could do so. Which is why she has no interest in him now, because she was finally like, all right, let's hit it. And he was like, I can't. Does not compute. And then because let me tell you, no matter how hot a chick is, if a guy's got whiskey dick or not, she's going to think, well, why isn't it working? I'm hot. I'm beautiful. What's going on? And they're always going to internalize it a little bit. So you might as well just go home now, because it'll never happen again. You have to be in like a serious committed relationship for you to kind of get over those foibles a little bit. Otherwise, forget about it. It's just not going to happen. But I did crack up because he's so like, I'm a man. I'm like Jets. I'm like more awesome than Jets. And yet, not. I feel bad, though, for Lisa's son getting calls from her like every day. You're not kissing anyone, are you? You're not drinking, are you? Like, he's not a teenager. He's in his, like, mid-20s.
Yeah. But he did mess up his face.
Yeah, but you can't really control him too much on everything that... Like, you can say, listen, try not to drink. You can explain before he leaves on the trip. Try not to drink. Try not to do those things because, it's going to be bad for you. You got stitches in your mouth. You got loose teeth or whatever, and infection's going to be easy to get. But you can't call him every day and be like, are you listening to mommy? Did you put your mouth on her hoo-hoo? I mean, like, you can't do that. You can't. You got to, like, back up off. Don't. Okay, you're over. Cut the umbilical cord already. Give your son the sex shop that you looked at with Ken. The gay man sex shop at that. That was on Beverly Hills. Oh, not on Vanderpump Rules. Oh, God. I love that she walked in all, like, prissy, like, I can't even look. I can't even focus. Oh, what does this do? What does this do? Oh, I like this. Look at that. Like, cracked me up.
Yeah.
The reason she was friends with Brandy. I think, are we done with Sir?
Yeah, I think so.
So, moving on to what?
Beverly Hills.
Sure. What do you think?
It was good. Didn't realize Catherine was on.
Okay, so on Bravo now.
Oh. Uh-oh. What?
She's like humming in her sleep. Sorry. What exactly did Facebook say about Catherine?
Oh, yes, I wanted to figure that one out.
Okay, blah, 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 blah. Well, Catherine says she never read the book. She had heard it claimed that her then fiance, Marcus Allen, had an affair with Nicole Simpson, and that the book painted Catherine as the kind of woman who turned a blind eye to his alleged adultery. And you know what? This is true. Back when the O.J. Simpson thing happened, I remember hearing that Nicole Simpson had an affair with Marcus Allen. I actually never, ever, ever once heard Marcus Allen was married or that he had a significant other. While most of the book centered on Faye's relationship with Nicole and her turbulent relationship with O.J. Simpson, there is one moment in the book that mentioned Catherine by name. Faye describes how O.J. and Nicole were close to a reconciliation after the divorce, but that before O.J. could truly move forward, he needed to know everyone she slept with during their separation and divorce. Then she came to the other names she so desperately did not want to reveal. Finally, Nicole admitted her affair with Marcus Allen. She quickly told O.J. that she'd only let him play with her. She didn't admit to actual sex, and O.J. exploded. He turned on her like a man possessed. Nicole told me O.J. threatened her, saying, if you're ever with Marcus again, I don't know what I'll do, but it'll be bad. I won't be able to control myself. And he wouldn't let it end. It held up the reconciliation attempt for months. At times, we were worried that O.J. would take revenge on Marcus by telling his then-fiancée, Catherine, about the affair with Nicole. And that would have been a disaster, because Catherine was a sweet woman who was well aware of Marcus's womanizing and might have felt she had to call off the wedding. O.J. did not do that, but he did confront Marcus. No one knows exactly what was said, but it ended up with him swearing to O.J. that he would never touch Nicole again. Marcus said it wouldn't be a problem anymore because he was getting married. Later in the book, Faye writes that before anything had started up between Marcus and Nicole, Marcus had his sights set on Faye, and Faye called their mutual friend Kris Jenner, for advice. Kris, quoting, I don't know what to think about this. I know Marcus Allen has been trying to get my phone number, and Nicole wants me to go out with him to the monkey bar. I like Marcus, but not in that way. On the other hand, I'd like to keep him as a friend because he is a friend of Nicole's. What do you think? And Kris said, whatever you do, don't go out with Marcus Allen. He's the biggest womanizer in the world, and don't forget he's engaged to Catherine. She turns a blind eye to his fooling around, but it hurts her when he does it publicly. Okay, so Faye Resnick was saying a quote from Kris Jenner.
Wow.
In 1996, Faye released a second book, Shattered, in the Eye of the Storm, which centered around the trial. While she did briefly touch on Marcus and the fact that he didn't want to be involved in the trial, she didn't mention Catherine at all. So she called Catherine a sweet woman.
So nothing bad.
Bitch!
So nothing bad about her. Knew it.
Yeah, honestly, it was like 25 years ago. Like, you've been seriously harboring. Once again, it comes down to, if it was completely untrue, you would laugh and be like, that's ridiculous. But a part of you must worry that it really was true, or you wouldn't be so upset.
Yeah.
Like, I'd bet you $1 million that they broke up because he was cheating on her.
You think?
Do I think that she was the type to look the other way? No, not necessarily. Do I think maybe she was the type to believe his well-told lies? Probably. But I don't get, like, why she gotta be like, you don't know me. Yo, homie. Like, what? I'm gonna take you down to my 4-6, what? Yeah. Like, she's supposed to be this, like, well-known model and very wealthy and moves in high-class circles, but she's gotta, like,
you don't know me.
You don't know me. Yo. Like, I don't know if she was trying to affect, like, a Puerto Rican accent or talk like a black woman, but either way, it failed miserably, and she just looked like an idiot, in my opinion. Especially when she tried to, like, start something with Faye, and I just hysterically laughed because Faye was like, well, do you feel better? And Catherine's like, yeah. Okay then. You look nice. In other words, you're not important enough to me to get upset about, so stop talking. And meanwhile, Catherine's like, yeah, because you're a stupid head. I mean, it was ridiculous that she felt like I was gonna like totally serve it to her. Like she'd been planning this like bitch out fest for like 20 years. Get a life.
And then mostly crickets.
Yeah, because Faye was like, I don't care what you gotta think. Especially when she didn't even know what Faye had written. Like, she couldn't even say exactly. Like, you'd think if she had 20 years to plan the argument, that she would have found out. Like, let me tell you, because that's what most people do. They find out exactly what was said and how it was said, and that way they could shoot it down word by word.
Which is exactly what Erica said.
Right. She's like, how could you not even read it? Like, I don't care what somebody wrote about me. I'd want to read it. Like, find out what it was exactly, not hear it through the grapevine. So it was weird that, and Catherine was like not even a blip. Like, she was like 2 words a whole book. It was just literally mostly about Marcus Allen, not about Catherine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really get that whole thing.
Yeah.
Although, dun, dun, dun.
Oh, great.
So next week, Lisa Rinna is going to sit down
with Yolanda.
Yeah, about the whole
Mount Chowsam Lime thing.
Yeah. Why did Xander say, my youngest, that they'd proven Yolanda didn't have Lyme?
I have no idea. No idea where you got that from.
I don't either. It was weird. Like, I had missed the beginning of the show the first time it was on because he watches it earlier than I do. And I came in halfway through and my 11-year-old's like, they proved Yolanda never had Lyme. And I'm like, what? I've never heard that at all. I had no idea. And Daniel's like, yeah, that's not true. And then I saw the episode and no, they never said that anywhere. So
He might have saw that had she had lemon
and lime.
So what, Sprite? She had Sprite.
But what's funny is like 7-Up as well. She's like telling everybody, well, you can't use hair dye now.
Better.
You can't use nail polish. You can't use makeup. You can't use this. You can't use that. Well, they have all natural products. There are such things as all natural hair dyes that don't use any real chemicals in them. They use all like natural plant-based products. So I don't really get it. I mean,
maybe she just wants to be super safe.
Next would be she can't use normal H2O. She can only use bottled H2O. Okay, I think that like tap water is disgusting. I can't. There's a reason that I buy bottled water. Even though I know it's bad for the environment, I can't drink regular water out of the tap.
Why? Is it gross?
Well, it's just, I can't. I don't even know why it grosses me out so much. It just grosses me out. Like, maybe it's because I know how many bodies have found floating in, like, reservoirs and stuff. And
okay, never mind. Yeah, I see your point.
Get one of those filters. I don't like the taste of those.
She tried to Brita and she didn't like it.
I didn't like it. It tasted weird. I was upset because I got one of the water bottles, too, that have, like, the little filter built into it. So you can filter your bottles. And it didn't taste good. It needs to either taste like Smart Water or Voss. Voss is my favorite.
I like Sam's Choice.
But it's hard to come by in the Northeast. Like, literally, there's like 2 stores anywhere near us that have it. That's it. Like, one's a gas station, but it's not really near our house. And then, like, one's a grocery store. I don't remember which one it is, though. I never remember.
It was Walmart.
No, it wasn't. It was
down by Cromwell or Berlin.
No, not that one. That one didn't have. They only have sparkling.
Oh yeah, the sparkling.
The
Once
I think
in a
it's
while,
Big Y has it.
Once in a while they have still, I think.
No, I never find it. I think it's Big Y that had it. I don't remember. Maybe Stop and Shop. I don't remember. Anyway,
Back to Beverly Hills.
yeah. So Yolanda's like telling everybody she can't have anything. Like, oh, no more dyeing my hair, no more nail polish. But I don't really understand. I mean, they've had all natural products out for a really long time. I mean, they've had all natural makeups out for thousands of years. I mean, kohl eyeliner was used by the Egyptians, and it was made by an all natural. I forget what it was made. It was a type of plant, and they used a type of plant to make a lipstick.
Right.
So the fake products that most people use came about because they wanted to mass produce them, and it took too long to like grow the type of plants and things like that. So they synthesized and created a chemical type, and you do get more shades. And when it comes to the hair color, it does last longer to use the chemical stuff, but you could totally dye your hair with the natural, and it doesn't damage your hair because it's all natural. So you could literally dye it every couple of weeks. Not a big deal. So I don't know, but I think people take it. I think everything in moderation. Okay, it's not like her body is like so affected that you are going to be affected by nail polish. You don't soak things in through your nails. So I've never heard of that ever in my life. Like I can kind of see makeup, and I can kind of see hair dye because it touches your skin, which is the largest organ on the body. But your nails don't absorb things, so I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, very weird.
I don't get it. And I'm waiting for Kim Richards to be on the show.
Or Brandy.
Well, I'm not really waiting for that.
Yes, you are. You just said Camille was on more than Brandy.
Yeah, I did. Well, because Camille's been on it like 3 episodes now. And I'm like, geez, Camille's on it more than Brandy is. Maybe they should bring Camille back. I miss Camille. I like Camille. I liked her. I like her way better than Catherine. Ugh.
Right.
I mean, I like what's the other little blonde Barbie? New girl.
Erica.
Yeah, I like Erica more than I like Catherine.
Even though she talks herself out of the third person.
Yeah, which I can't stand that. I'm not saying I like Erica, but I'm saying I like her more than I like Catherine.
Even though you don't like the third person talking.
I'm not saying I like her. I don't really like how she's like talks so nasally, and I don't like how she talks about it in third person, and I think she's kind of shady. Sorry, shady. I think she's like she talks about being the one to be wanting to be all open and honest and stuff, but when she heard Lisa Rinna and Kyle and Lisa Vanderpump talking at the barbecue, she didn't speak up and say anything.
Quote unquote.
The barbecue with no barbecue. She could have just said, come over for dinner. Like, I don't understand why you gotta call it a barbecue. Just use my name willy-nilly, why don't you? Thank you, we will. You're the one who chose Shady as a name, not me. Don't. It's not my fault. I mean, like she keeps saying how she just wants, you should always be honest. If something crosses your mind, you should say it, and all this crap. But when she heard Lisa Rinna talking about Munchausen, she didn't speak up and defend Yolanda or ask for clarification for a conversation she wasn't even there for or anything else. When she heard Lisa Vanderpump saying that Yolanda's kid's father, Muhammad, said they don't really have Lyme.
They didn't speak up about it.
She didn't speak up about it. She didn't say anything.
She was just nodding her head. Like one of those.
And then she talked in her little interview. They're just bitches. That's wrong. Yolanda's going to be so upset. Can you stop? Stop! My God, it sounds like you're cracking your knuckles. God. Can't stand that. But she didn't say anything. She just sat there like stoically, whatever.
Nodding her head like a
Nod her
bobblehead.
head. Crack your knuckles. No!
I can't even do it. I just.
He sucks at it. That's why when I'm hearing crack, 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 I'm like, what are you doing? Stop it!
It only works like once in a great.
It's because look at the length of his fingers, okay? Like, he's got the longest hands in the world that are longer than mine. It's like long ass fingers. Ah. That's why somebody said you should be playing piano, but he plays violin. Anyway.
I play both.
Yes, I said so. Become the master of one, and then you can learn the other. And then, let's see.
We got Potomac. Hey.
Muhammad comments about the kid's Lyme disease.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, Jasper.
So though we all expected a third down between Catherine Edwards and Faye at Kyle's barbecue, the Housewives of Beverly Hills, the restaurateur revealed her longtime friend Muhammad had told her Bella and Anwar his children do not have Lyme. However, Muhammad remembered their discussion differently and sent a statement about it to Watch What Happens Live. I can only imagine that my response to a question asking how my kids are doing with fine has been misconstrued. I have too much respect for all 5 of my children to speak about them publicly, in a restaurant or otherwise. I won't speak further on something that should now be put to rest. What?
So that was kind of disappointing.
I didn't really say anything.
Yeah, that was not even nothing. You didn't even confirm that it was that they do have Lyme or not. All it says is, I'm not talking to them in public. That's
Talking
basically
about
what
them.
it says.
Yeah. In other words, stop asking me. I don't get it. Lisa never said that she asked in a restaurant. I don't imagine my response to a question asking how my kids are doing with fine was misconstrued. I have too much respect for all 5 of my children to speak about them publicly in a restaurant or otherwise. Come again? Like,
yeah, that's like nothing.
I think maybe
Talk about comments.
maybe he was getting mad at Lisa for talking about them publicly.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he was saying, you know, I don't discuss them, neither should you. But
Maybe.
why he couldn't just fucking say that is anybody's guess. But what a letdown when they said Muhammad comments on the kid's Lyme disease. No, he didn't.
Yeah,
All he said is, I'm too good to talk about them. Like, what does that say? Doesn't say nothing.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb. Not comments. Those were not comments. Should we move on to Potomac?
I don't get it. Hold on, I'm looking for anything else. Oh yeah, Kim Richards' ex-husband died. Cancer guy.
Oh.
That was a shock. Monty.
Oh, Monty.
So, I wonder if she's going to sober up anytime soon now. Kyle and Eileen had hypnotherapy.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. I did that. I did hypnobirthing because I can't have an epidural when I was pregnant with them. 10 facts about Catherine Edwards. I don't care about her.
Oh, come on. Let's hear that.
Oh, Teresa's coming out with her book. It's all about life in prison.
Ooh.
That's not a shock. Lisa Rinna's father died.
What?
Oh my god. That's so sad. Lisa Rinna's dad. He was on last season when they went up to her hometown.
Right.
Oh.
Well,
That's sad. I can't remember.
Jasper.
I don't get it. He came in, and I don't know if I ever told you this. He came in for a pitch meeting while season 1 was airing, and I was sitting there thinking it was so interesting. He wouldn't have told you about it because he wasn't speaking to you at the time. Oh, that's weird. Nothing.
Jasper is making out with my hand.
I think they should just add Faye Resnick on instead of that new bitch. Is Camille still friends with Alison Dubois? Shut up. This is what everyone wants to know. She was that psychic with like the fake cigarette on season 1. Your husband will never be satisfied with you or whatever. It was like classic Housewives. Like Teresa Giudice flipping the table and like, you know, Nene ripping off the wig.
And that fist fight.
Allison really didn't like how she was portrayed at that shindig, according to Camille. Yeah, she was like nasty tweeting me. I'm going through chemotherapy in Houston, and she's like nasty tweeting me all over Twitter. I'm like, I don't need this right now. I'm going through chemo. Give me a break. She hates me. She thinks it's all my fault. She thinks I set her up, but I didn't put the words in her mouth. She came on and said all those things. I don't know why she should be surprised that that chick hates you. I mean, she was like a psycho. So, whatevs. Alright, I guess we can get on to Potomac Suck.
Potomac Suck. You really hate that show, don't you?
I do. Can you stop that? That really sounds like Nick. Like, alright, anybody who's got like a psychological thing against like the cracking of knuckles, like, remember these snap bracelets from when, I mean, they were around when I was a kid. But we got one for Daniel, because it's Star Wars, of course, because Star Wars
I love them.
Rocks. He's got a whole series of Star Wars slap bracelets. But it sounds like
The cracking of that.
cracking of nuts? Cracking of knuckles.
That's
and it's
awesome.
like, I can't take it. Just slap your damn wrist with it like everybody else. God.
Daniel, you rock. Yes, I do. So does my head, because it's the hardest one.
Kyle Richards and Portia from Atlanta are going to be on a Celebrity Apprentice.
Celebrity Apprentice? What the hell's that?
Ew. It's with, what's his name? Who wants to be president, but he's an idiot. Trump.
Okay, never mind.
The reason we don't watch the show. Ew. I don't know. So,
Anyway,
what do you think about episode 2 of Dumbass Potomac?
It was good. What?
Really?
Yeah. I wish they would get over the fucking
My
birthday.
birthday! It's my birthday!
Again, Stassi and with that.
Why do you like my birthday? You said my charm, my birthday. It's my day.
Totally Stassi in particular.
How fucking old are you? I mean, seriously, don't you realize that after the age of about 30, you're supposed to pretend you don't have birthdays anymore? You call them your special days or a party, but you don't call it my birthday. And I still say that other chick is ungrateful that Claudia or whatever, Giselle's the one that came and cooked. That Giselle came and cooked all that food, and she's still being a bitch about it. Whatever, Charisse.
Because she brought
Her best friend.
hairstylist.
Who says she said is one of her best friends. So they're mad that she brought a friend when it was clearly like an informal,
Well, not only that, but
barbecue kind of thing.
But Charisse wanted someone to help with her hair, so Giselle brought her hairstylist friend to help with her hair. And now she's claiming that she didn't ask for that.
Yeah. I think she's just a biatch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like. I can't stand that one with the big ass mole and the fucking wig that's way the hell back here. Like she can't like grab that bitch and shiv it forward a little bit. I don't understand. Like why she like honey. She just talks to everybody like she's so snooty. But she grew up in a little tiny farm in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. So it's not like she's had class all her life. And then I was cracking up because she had her husband's aunt come over who supposedly taught her everything about like etiquette. Right. She's like, a tea must always be served hot. Never warm, never cold, or it gets sent back. And of course then the aunt picks it up and she's like, this isn't hot tea. What? You make a mistake too? Oh my god. I don't know. All those bitches just get on my nerves. The new one's kind of funny.
Which one?
The thoughty, twerky one.
The one with the big hair.
Yeah.
The bush.
Yeah. I've been assaulted by a bush. But I can totally see why her and that other skinny one are gonna be friends because they have such similar like dumbass. Like you could tell they were like really blondes inside their brain. Like, yeah. Oh my god, I don't understand. Like her rabbi asked if she speak Hebrew. Do you read Hebrew? And she's like, yes.
I think.
No, I forgot. That's like that language, right? I mean, how can you not know if you read it or not? Do you light your candles on the Shabbat? Even I know that that's important for a Jewish family to do. And she's like, I go to synagogue on like the high holy day, which is the same thing as like a Catholic going to church only on Christmas. Like, clearly you're not a great Catholic if you're doing that. And she waited 2 years basically to name her kid. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to happen within the first year of life. So, I don't know. I think it's funny. But, Jasper, what are you doing? Jasper. It's Xander. Don't bark at Xander.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't know. I'm not really into that show as of yet.
Because it's only
I don't understand. Like, I found it kind of offensive that when they were at lunch and Giselle and what's her name were like, yeah, some people might think I'm like, no, not that one.
Karen?
The one that's her friend.
Yeah, that would be...
The blonde that looks really light-skinned.
Oh, her, I don't know.
And then she's like, some people think that I'm mixed or that I'm part white or that I'm white until I open my mouth and then they know I'm black. Like, what? That's like kind of offensive. Like, first of all.
Yeah, that is weird.
I don't really get it. It's not like having an accent. It's like classism, but clearly this show's all about classism, so whatever.
No, that was my knuckles.
Whatever. All right, did we cover it all?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless if you want to hear Princess growling for the rest of...
No, that's because Xander keeps peeking at her around the corner. Ow. Ow. All right. So, yeah, we got it. That's it.
Oh.
All right. So this has been Bravo Mazel Mash, brought to you by S.W.O.R.D for your world of reality discussion. I can't talk while chasing a puppy. I'm Shannon.
And I'm Daniel.
Until next time. Cheers.